Hey man, say man, what's going on with you now? I'm gonna speak about a topic right now. I think a lot of men, this is one of our biggest fears is what Boosie's going through right now. Being, having kids that we love by the wrong woman. You know what I'm saying? And because, especially a daughter, because as a man, who love women, there's particular women that we do not want our daughters to be like. And the biggest fear is when that daughter disappoints us and become that woman that we did not want her to become. And sometimes it's the mother that we do not want her to become. Because what happens is Boosie and other men, we get with a woman and we think that woman is it. And I say all the time, you never know a woman until you seen her in her anger. So and it shows that right now, right? Because if your daughter, one thing I say, when a kid loves you, no matter what the mother say or what the father say, that child's gonna ride. That child's gonna ride. But when the child is poisoned by ain't shit mother, no matter what you have done prior to that, that child's gonna ride with the mother. Because even though that child sees the blessings, she's more tied into her mother's feelings. You see what I'm saying? So, and sometimes, man, the hardest thing to do as a father is to say, fuck those kids. I feel like, sometimes you got to come back. I think that you leave the door open, but maybe let's see if those kids gonna get it together and shake it. And once you get out of society and see, like, as he start experiencing life and saying, like, hold up, I was tripping. I did have a father. It was the mother that I had was messed up. You see what I'm saying? So, and I think that oh man, and it's sad to say that usually it's the fathers, that productive fathers, who have the most problems with the child and the mother. But when with the deadbeat dads, the mama go out her way to make sure things are good for her and the child. But a productive father that she knows care for the child, then don't let the other. Check this out. This is the problem, right? And I say this, man, and I say this with anybody. When you see a child that does that, and these children don't understand, man. No matter how tough I was or whatever. My friend told me this other day. He said, "Man, you be outside bullying and all that, but as soon as your moms pull up, you turn into this perfect child all of a sudden." And we was like, "Damn, how he flip flop like that?" Because I feared my parents, man. I feared my parents. Even to this day, my dad is 83 years old. I know I'm more physically stronger than him and I can do whatever. But if my dad got out of line with me, I'm gonna bite that. Like, hey, dad, I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Once he see me, I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got. That's the old man. That's the moms. I don't care how much I got big or whatever. I'm gonna bite my tongue. Mom, dad, I'm gone. Bye. And I wait maybe a day or so and come back. But man, and Another thing, man, I hear men say, my mom, my dad was hard on me. Let me tell you something, man. Um, my stepdad, my mom. I'm gonna say about my mom's, man. My father left when I was young, but my stepdad came in, great man, right? My mom's ex and my sister's father. I'm gonna say, man, I'm gonna tell you like this. My mother chose right. My mother chose men because she knew she had a young man. So the men that she chose to have in my life was examples of manhood, so I can look up to, right? So I got in some trouble. You know what I'm saying? It was me. I chose that life, right? Because not having a big brother, you know what I'm saying? Only son, you know, I had to get out there, right? But when I went to the joint, I can tell those who have father influences and those who are man influences, right? Because they they needed to be in groups. They needed support to stand on what they trying to say. But with me, I stood alone, man. I ran with, you know what I'm saying, because of where I'm from, but I still stood my ground like, hey, I said that. It's me and you. Or me, you, and five others, whatever it may be. I ain't got to get nobody involved because this is my issue, right? That's man shit, right? So, and I think what happens is these kids, once they get to maturity, what Boosie's daughter may too, but what she said, she wouldn't hate me. I could never call my dad no bitch and all that. But I think every man should go and see this video of um of Boosie's daughter. And what I do love, I see in some women saying that little girl's out of line. But then you have the ain't shit fans. And I say every man, while I love that, every man go through those comments and seeing those women who agree with that behavior, note those women. Because them women right there should never have a man. Them women right there should become lesbian because no man would touch a woman like that. If any woman agrees with that young lady's behavior, should be should be part of LGBTQRSTV community after that. Because another thing, fathers, stop saying this stuff about I want a woman that's submissive and all that. Yeah, a woman gonna be there regardless. But the number one attribute that you should be looking for a woman is the type of woman who's gonna be a teacher to your child. A teacher. A woman who's gonna educate your child. Who's gonna put the right things in your child. Yeah, she's serving you, but what is she serving into her child? What is she giving to your child that's something that you're gonna be proud of? You know what I'm saying? So I think, we don't get that understanding until we get later off in life. But I think that's one of the main attributes that we should look at when we pick a child. And my oldest son, he has no kids, right? But I say, hey man, you may not find a woman with no kids, but if you do choose a woman with kids, make sure she only has one. That's it. One child. Because this is the thing, right? I say this because that child would tell you more about that woman than she would ever tell you. That child would tell you more about the woman than that woman would ever tell you. Because her child, will be an example of the mother she's going to be to your child. So if she has a child that's not educated, not polite, not well mannered, how you think your child's going to be? If her young boy act feminine or her daughter act masculine, what kind of mother think she gonna be to your child? So it's always good if you gonna. I say this, man. Hey, to choose one with no kids, that's cool. But a woman with one kid, that's an example of what type of mother she's gonna be to your child, and the behavior and the attitude she has towards her child's father. You see what I'm saying? So if her and her child's father is separated and they're still, respectful to each other, she don't got that man on child support and all that. That's gonna be a good woman to have. Because you seen, not saying that's a good woman to have to make become your wife or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Stop. We got this baby mama, baby daddy culture. That's all we are right now. You know what I'm saying? And some of these women, that's all they gonna be. That's all they are, breeders. Because some of us got child mothers. They ain't nothing but breeders because these show ain't no mothers. So with that, I hope you picking up when I'm laying down. Until next time I holler, man, hey, we all going through what Boosie's going through. A majority of us going through it. You know what I'm saying? Even when we did it the right way, we got married, went through divorce, and and that's why I say, man, love yourself. We put too much in our kids, and then when we get the kids at a certain point, we get disappointed because our kids don't turn out the way we see fit. You see what I'm saying? So hey, love yourself first. And if your kid, another thing, don't do this. This is what I learned. Do not always be the disciplinarian. Let the mother do that as well. Because what happens when you are the disciplinarian, the mother can use that to say, when you discipline your child, she'll nurture the baby. Oh, baby, it's gonna be okay. So now that child sees the mother as a safe place. Because the mother has used that to get the child on her side. Remember that, dads. You dig what I'm saying? Watch that woman we sleep with, man. Hey, and with that, I holla.